We are live. Hi, hi, hi. Hello, everyone. You're welcome to today's video. You're welcome. You're welcome. So today we're going to be talking about, you've seen the thumbnail already. Okay. A move in 45 days, path to citizenship, no IELTS needed, no degree. No, you need degree. I don't know. And what else did I even write? I can't remember again. And then no age limit. No, it's no age limit. I wrote not degree. No IELTS, no age limit, and then move without a job offer. Okay, so this is like a very fast and low requirements visa that you can use to migrate at the moment. Okay, so like I always say, any visa that does not require a job offer is easy because one of the hardest things to get is a visa sponsorship job from overseas. Kiliana, you're the first person to drop a comment here again. Wow, you're always the first. That's amazing. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you, Paul. Good to see you again. Sandy Wares, you're welcome. Kemi, you're welcome. Kamal, you're welcome. Okay, let me put your comments on the screen. Let me celebrate you for joining and joining early. I celebrate you all. Thank you, Kamal. Thank you, funny animals. Thank you, Gideon. Kiliana, you are the best, like the best. Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate it, y'all. Welcome to today's live. Miss Nelson, Sarah, Blessed Lady, again. You're always here every day. Thanks for joining. Regina, you're welcome. Antoinette, Chukura, I'm sorry, I don't know what I'm pronouncing. Chukura, thank you for joining. I appreciate you all. Chidima, you're welcome. Kan, you're welcome. Ego, you're welcome. You guys are the best. Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Let's see what we can do here. I also want to share the video, so you guys can also help me share it as well. Help me share the video. That's what I'm trying to do, so that those that don't have their notification on will get to see it. I really encourage you guys to turn on your notification bell, okay? So that whenever we come on like this, you'll just know and join us, okay? It's easier that way for all of us. So just subscribe to the channel and turn on your post notifications, all right? That would really help us. That would really, really help. Okay, so let's see. Let's see what we can do today. So who is interested in this? Who is interested? Grace, Gossip HR. I've not seen you in a while. How's everything? Akanimo, I've not seen you in a while too. Sunday. Wow. You guys, where you been? Thanks for joining. I appreciate you all. Grace, you're welcome. So if this is your first time, you're welcome to the channel. My name is Jackie, and the whole purpose of this channel, right, is to assist you guys, assist everyone to improve their quality of life by opening up their minds to opportunities that are available abroad. And one of my joys of this channel is always seeing your comments that your goal has been achieved. You've traveled to your new country, you're out for studies, you're out for work. What you plan for yourself in terms of migration, relocation, is working. When I get those messages that your visa is out, I'm so happy. This morning there was a comment on the video that someone watched a video I shared about a school in America. The person applied for this school, for the admission, got the admission, got the visa, and is currently, in America to begin studies. Those messages, those good news is why I show up here every day. So please check out the videos I have on my channel already. I have over 400, and you know, old videos are not wasted. They still have current information, you know, like, so just try and watch previous videos. And I've tried to categorize the videos in playlists as much as I can. So if you want videos for Canada, there's a playlist for Canada. If you want videos, you know, pathways where you don't need IELTS, there is a playlist for that. If you want pathways where you don't need a job offer, there's a playlist for that. If you want Germany, there's a playlist, you know, things like that. So you can, you know, go through the playlist, see the videos I've done previously. And I'm also doing videos like every day. You know, I try to update the channel every day as much as I can. So you can subscribe to the channel. I do recommend you subscribe to the channel so you can be getting the latest information, because things come up like every day. Like as I'm sitting here right now, I have like 10 things I wanted to share with you guys, like 10 pathways. I've all written it down. So you can expect to be getting new information like every day, every day, every day. Earlier today, I posted a video. I can't even remember what that video was about, but I posted a video earlier today. And here we are again today, you know, still today to talk about something else. There is so much information. You know, I just pray for grace, God's grace, time, and everything to show up here and share these information with you guys. So please subscribe, okay? And turn on the notification bell, and then give my videos a like. You know, you can support the channel as well. It helps. I mean, seeing you guys show up here for the live sessions, it encourages me to be coming up here, you know, more often than I would want to. And seeing your likes, it encourages me. Seeing your comments, it encourages me. Seeing your shares, it also encourages me as well. So I looked at my analytics for last week, and I saw that you guys shared my video. Let me get the exact figure. You guys shared my video. I got 1,164 shares. I don't know if you can see that. 1,164 shares last week alone, from January 1. The date is here, from January 1 to January 7. That is massive, right? So I saw it and I was so happy. Maybe that's why I'm doing 2 videos today. I'm human, so your support, you know, it gingers me, as we would say in Nigeria. So thank you so much for everything. So please do give the video a like, you know, hit the like button, and subscribe to the channel. Share the videos, keep sharing them. I appreciate it. I get emails from people saying that someone shared my video with them. People say, oh, someone recommended you. Oh, I want to travel, and this person said you're the first, you know, best person to talk to. I get all those emails all the time, and I really appreciate it, because you know, I really want to help people, and I try my best. Like, you won't imagine how busy I am, you know, with this whole thing. And this is not all I do. Like, I have other things doing, you know, this is not all I do with my time. I have other things. I have other sources of income, other things I need to do to pay the bills and whatnot. But I give so much time to you guys here. You know, I assist people with to review their CVs. I do CV reviews. I do assist people with visa application. Oh, so many things. And also, you know, do consultations, talk to people over a call. There's so much I do, like, and it's all because of the support I get from here. You guys are super amazing. Thank you for everything. I appreciate it. Okay, my returning subscribers, thank you for always coming back. You guys mean the world to me. And if this is your first time, please drop a comment. Let me know it's your first time. I always love to welcome first timers. You know, it's not just the church. When you go to church, you know, the welcome first timers, you're welcome in the name of. So I also love to welcome first timers to my channel as well, because you guys are amazing. You didn't come here by chance, you know. Anyway, so today let's talk about this pathway. It's one that people have asked me a whole lot, like emails, one-on-one consultation. People keep asking for this pathway. People have waited for this for so long. Jackie, make sure you reserve personal time. Yes, I'm going on vacation next week. So you guys, ouch, what did I tell you guys? I'm going on vacation next week. Oh, this week, we're in a new week. So I'm going on vacation this week. So I'm going to try to get some me time, do spa and whatnot, you know, just have fun, enjoy myself and relax. I'm going to be doing that this week. Thank you so much, Isha, for saying that. Thank you. You really care about me. I appreciate it. Thank you. Anyway, so yeah, one thing I've received so many emails about publishing, starting a publishing business. So many, like people want to know more about it. I don't know what to say. All I can say about it is that I started my publishing business over 4 years ago. I started with STACKLEE. STACKLEE helped me with it, gave me the training how to start. I knew nothing about publishing. I didn't even know anything about public domain books, that you can actually be a publisher without writing books. I never knew. STACKLEE was the one that, gave me that info, trained me to start. I started making money like immediately, like in 24 hours. Your books are out there selling on Amazon. So I publish on Amazon KDP. You can Google it, Amazon KDP, to get to know more about it. The information is all out there. Right? It's a very popular business now. Right when I started, nobody knew about it over 4 years ago, but now it's so popular. It's all over the place. So it's a very good one. You make your money every month. You get paid every month. At the end of the month, it comes like salary. Salary didn't work for, it's passive. Well, I worked for it already like years ago, but the money still keeps coming every month. That is the good thing about passive income. You do the work once and you keep earning for many years. I see no end to it, right? As long as Amazon as a business is still existing, I'm going to be earning every single month from my publishing business. And I started once, just one investment over 4 years ago. I bought manuscript packs from STACKLEE. So you can also buy your manuscript packs from STACKLEE as well. And I'm sharing this with you guys because this is the reason I'm sharing this particular one with you guys. I started this business over 4 years ago. I was, just not serious, just doing it, whatever, because I've always been I've always been someone that likes multiple streams of income. Please, apologies, we're going to get to the main topic. I just need to say this because I got so many emails about it and it's important, right? And I'm here to help, okay? So I've always been a firm believer of multiple streams of income. It is biblical. In the book of Ecclesiastes, it says that you should invest in 7 ventures and even in 8, for you don't know which one is going to work, which one is not going to work. You don't know which calamity is going to come, things like that. It also, that verse, the whole Ecclesiastes 3, I think, it says so much about multiple streams of income, right? It says sow in the morning, sow in the afternoon, sow in the evening, because if there's so, I've always been a firm believer of it, right? So this publishing business is just one of the things that I do. And I'm telling you guys that one because it's easy, it's passive. You just do it once and you keep earning. And it helped me personally because when I started this business, I didn't touch my earnings. I kept all my earnings from my KDP business. I never spent it. I kept everything. My goal was that money, I was going to spend that money abroad. I started when I was living in Nigeria and I had this intention to relocate abroad. So when I started that business, I just left it. I said, this business, I am not spending this money in Nigeria. I'm spending this money when I relocate abroad. So it was also an act of faith. Faith without works is dead. So when you're believing God for something, I do believe in the faith that works. When you read Hebrews 11, it speaks about how, let me take Noah for example. Noah got a promise from God and he didn't go to sleep. He worked towards that promise for 40 years. He was building an ark. Everybody was mocking him that what is this guy doing? He kept working towards that promise. So that is the same thing I was doing as well. By having that business, saving that money and telling myself, look, this money, I'm not going to spend it in Nigeria. I'm going to spend this money when I relocate, So KDP helped me to put together so much money that I finally used to relocate. I kid you not. And then even now that I'm abroad, because when you relocate, I don't know about you guys, which country you are, but when you leave Nigeria abroad, your cost of living is going to be like ×5. The money you spend, every month in Nigeria is like a child's play compared to what you'll be spending when you're abroad. Okay, so that KDP business has helped me so much. You can easily make $1,000 every month from this business, and that is why I talk to you guys about it, because it has worked for me. I won't come here spend my time talking about something I've not done myself. Okay, like even the things I talk about on my channel, I've done them myself. I've applied for visa, I've gotten visa, I've traveled, I've gone to different countries, I've done this, I've done that, so I will not talk about something I've not done. So if you want to start a publishing business, it's not by force. It's not like you must do it because you want to relocate. No, it's very personal. If you feel like you need extra income, I highly recommend it. Okay. So STACKLEE puts together these books. STACKLEE gave me all the books I published, so they can do the same for you. Buy a pack of manuscripts. They've even made it easy. They've broken it down. When I started, I didn't have choices. I had to buy the pack of 300. But now there's a pack of 60 manuscripts, a pack of 150 manuscripts, and a pack of 300 manuscripts. Okay. And it comes with free training. If you ask around, you know how much people are paying for training. People in Nigeria have told me they've paid 40,000, 50,000, 60,000 to get trained for KDP. And at the end of the day, they couldn't even do anything. But here STACKLEE is giving out that training for free, and people have actually used that training and have started their publishing business. It works. Everything is part of that training. And I've personally also opened a group, where, my subscribers that buy their packs from STACKLEE this period. I'm going to close receiving entries to the group tomorrow. I'll just focus on those that are there already. Okay. So I've also, opened that group as people buy their packs. If you're interested, you send me an email, I add you to the group. So we are just there, trying to succeed together in the KDP business. So STACKLEE, right? I have links in the description box right now. If you want to start that business, you don't need to ask me to tell you more. With what I've said now, you should already know if you want to do it or not. If you need more info, just Google it. Amazon KDP is no secret. You can just Google it. All right, let me put it on the screen. That is the one I do. I publish on this platform, Amazon. So you can just can Google that to get more information. And then if you just want to buy your packs, the links are in the description box right now. And there is New Year sales, discount sales that ends tomorrow Monday. That's 5% discount. So you can actually start your publishing business for less if you can buy your packs today. You can buy your manuscripts today or tomorrow. It ends tomorrow Monday. Okay, so that way I'll just buy it now so I don't forget. Okay, so and then when you buy your pack, if you're interested in joining my group, send me an email or add it to the group. I'm going to stop receiving people into the group tomorrow. Okay, so that I could really focus on those that are there right now. So tomorrow, no more entry into my group, and also the discount from STACKLEE ends tomorrow as well. After tomorrow, you're going to be buying it at the full price. All right. So I just said, let me say that to answer the 100 emails I've received on this issue. All right. So that's that. Okay. So let me put my email on the screen to those that want to reach me. And if you don't get a response like immediately, please don't be angry. It's not every day I respond to emails, but I'll definitely get to it. Okay. You definitely get a response. But if you're in a big hurry to reach me for anything, one-on-one consultation, CV review, visa application, whatever it is, just use the link in the description, okay, to get to me. That's like a very urgent way to get to me. Your emails may not be that urgent, but if you use those links, that's a very fast way to get to me. All right, so sorry for the long talk. Very important. Okay, this is serious business we are doing here, so don't be saying get straight to the point. Everything in this video is the point. Trust me. There are people that you never know. What I just said now was just the word for them for the day. You never can tell. Okay, so try to bear with everybody's needs. All right, so let's talk about the visa for today. It is the job seeker visa. If you can remember, old subscribers will know this. My email is on the screen, Abdul. It's currently on the screen. JackieGlobalMedia@gmail.com. Okay. So yeah, we've talked about the other day. I mentioned 4 job seeker visas. I mentioned Austria, Germany, Sweden, and Portugal. Yeah. And we did talk about Austria. So today we want to talk about Portugal. Okay. So let's talk about Portugal. And why I chose Portugal for today is because there is a whole lot of like, I've been on this visa for so long. People that have done one-on-one consultation with me will know that this visa has been on hold for a very long time. Things keep changing. Sometimes it's open, sometimes it's not open. Some countries can apply, some can't. Like, there is so much going on with this Portugal job seeker visa that I'm so confused. I don't even know again. All right, but it is open finally, I've confirmed that this visa is open. Okay, but it does vary from country to country. So, but let me give you the info. Let me just give you the info first. So the job seeker visa, you know, as the name implies, it's a visa that entitles the holder to enter and remain only in Portugal for the purpose of looking for a job, right? So this visa authorizes you to carry out a subordinate. Now, wow, my voice is always like, so it allows you to get into Portugal and look for a job. So it's for people that want to work in Portugal, right? So you can actually move to Portugal to work without needing a job offer first before traveling down to Portugal, right? So I think this is really good. This is really good, and it is valid for first 120 days, and then you can extend it while in Portugal for another 60 days. Okay, so you can stay for a maximum of 6 months in Portugal looking for a job. Do you guys think 6 months is enough to get a job in Portugal? What do you guys think? 6 months. This visa first is granted for 120 days. Then if at the end of 120 days you can't get a job, you can renew it, you can extend it for another 60 days. So you have a total of 6 months in Portugal to search for a job. What do you guys think? Do you think it's enough? Let me find out from you guys. Do you think it's enough? Is it sufficient? Would you like to take this visa? David, yeah, I got to drink water. David, would you like to? Well, not David, everyone. Can you take this risk? Kingsley is saying it is not enough. Can you take this risk of going to Portugal for 6 months to look for a job? Yes, 6 months is good. Okay, let me put your answers on the screen. Kingsley said it's not enough. Dandy says yes, 6 months is good. Okay. Latasha says yes, meaning 6 months is okay. All right. So I do believe that Dandy and Latasha can apply for this visa. You can take this risk, yeah? All right, so that's good to know. That's good to know. Since we have 3 votes are in and 2 have voted yes. So they win. All right, so let's go forward, yeah? Let's go forward. So you have 6 months to look for a job in Portugal, and when you get a job offer at any point within the 6 months you get a job offer, you apply for a work permit while still in Portugal. You don't need to return to your country to apply for the work visa. You apply right there in Portugal. So I think this is good. And one reason I would tell you, based on my experience, why I feel this is a good thing is because it is easier to get a job from inside the country than from outside. Okay, if you're scared that, oh, will you get a job in that 6 months, then what makes you feel you'll get a job when you're outside? I mean, it's a risk, yeah, no doubt. You can go and you don't get a job. I mean, you never can tell, you know. But I do believe that any visa that gives you a chance to come in and search for a job is good. Trust me. I've been doing this for over a year, not so long, but I know that it's not easy to get a job from outside. All right, so that's how that works. So let me read a little bit from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs in Portugal. Okay, no need to read. It's going to be boring and long. Let me just give you guys a summary of it all because I know how everything works. All right, so you apply for this visa. So every country we're going to get to eligibility documents. We're going to get to documentation real soon, but let me just explain a little bit more about this visa, okay? It works differently for different countries. Yeah, it works differently. Like, oh my goodness, you guys will not know how different visa applications are for different countries. So when you guys are asking me some questions, it's hard to answer because it's just different for every country. Okay, the documents that, let me just give you an example. For example, I've been doing a lot of visa applications for those that want to move to Lithuania on the tourist visa. You know, I talk about tourist visa to Lithuania, and then you get a job while there, apply for your work permit. Lithuania allows that. It's legal. It's currently working. So I've done those visa applications for people from different countries, and no two countries are the same. I tell you, the documents that I'm submitting for people for Nigeria is different from the documents I'm submitting for people from Zimbabwe. All these things are all different. So some questions you ask me is hard to answer, because if I list something now for you, people from different nationalities are here. People from Ghana are here, India, Nigeria, Kenya, all over, they are here. So if I tell you a list of documents and then you go to apply for yours, you see something else, you say, oh, Jackie gave me the false information. It's different for every country. And this job seeker visa is the most different visa I've ever seen in my life. Okay, so one thing I would say is that you should write to Portugal immigration in your country. Just write to Portugal immigration, find out what you need for your own country. One thing I like about them is that they're going to answer, they're going to respond like under 1 hour. You definitely get a response. Like if it's within work hours, right? You're definitely going to get a response from them. So do reach out to the Portuguese embassy in your country, or even the general Portugal immigration. They are definitely going to reply you. Find out what the requirements are for your own country, okay? Because this visa is different, like super different. But anyway, let me give you the general documentation, the one that you're likely to find in any country that you're watching from. It's the general documentation. Number one is to fill the visa application. It's online. You're going to fill that and sign. And then you're going to need your passport, obviously, valid for 3 months after the estimated date of return. So remember, this visa is 6 months. So let your passports have a validity of at least 9 months to be on the safe. Yeah. And then, yeah, I'm seeing your questions. I'm going to answer every question, proof of funds and all of that. I'm seeing your questions. I'm going to answer. Keep them coming, all right? So then you need two photos, right? Passport type, recent photos. And then you need proof of regular status if you are of a nationality other than that of the country where you are applying for a visa. Like if you're a Nigerian, you're currently living in South Africa, you must have legal residency in South Africa. If you're living in a country that is not your citizenship country or whatever, English is hard sometimes, you need to have legal residence in that country, okay? And you need to show proof of that. So if you have like a residence permit, work permit, whatever it is, study permit, you need to add that to your application. All right. And then you need to request for criminal record inquiry. That one is a form you're just going to fill. You know, there's a link, there's a form you just fill for that. All right. And you need also a criminal record certificate from your country, what they call police clearance, police character certificate, whatever it's called in your country. You need to have a clean criminal record, right? And then you also need valid travel insurance. Okay, you need travel insurance, the normal travel insurance that is for Schengen countries. And then you need a copy of return flight ticket, is it right? You need a flight ticket reservation. And then you need proof of financial resources. It's equivalent to at least the sum of 3 guaranteed monthly minimum salary. That is, you need to have at least 3 months minimum wage of Portugal, and the minimum wage in Portugal is like 815 euros thereabout. You can just Google it, because they usually every beginning of the year they kind of like increase it. So I've not even checked what the last increment was, but it's around 800. You can just Google that. So you need a minimum of that, 3 months. But obviously, why it's 3 months is because remember the initial visa duration is 120 days, right? But eventually, just try and do the most. Don't do the minimum, okay? Try and do the most. So where they ask for 3 months, just do 6 months, 9 months, whatever. Just try and do the most, okay? And for some countries, they're going to ask for 6 months bank statements. Some countries will ask for 4, some 3. It all depends, okay? but your closing balance on the statements that you're presenting has to have that sufficient funds, you get? And then, so those are the general documentation. So there are some things that will be specific. Okay, there's even something else. Specific documents like declaration with indication of the condition for the estimated stay. And there's another one, declaration of expression of interest for enrollment in the IEFP. IEFP is that one, there's a link. That one is just, there's a form on the immigration website where, or visa website, whatever, where you just fill it. Those things, those ones are just a form. Just click the link and then you fill that. Okay. And then, oh, let me close this, distracting me. I close it. Yep. Okay, so that's basically how it works. Those are the general documents. Okay, so other documents that may pop up depending on where you're applying from are documents like tax clearance, things like that. Maybe they'll ask if you're married, marriage certificate, if you have children, birth certificates, things like that, whatever, just other um, special documents based on your situation and based on where you're applying from. So please reach out to the embassy in your country to find out this information. And if you don't have Portuguese embassy in your country, it doesn't mean you can't apply. There would be another embassy or visa office that receives this visa application. Okay, so there's VFS that receives as well. Even your appointments is usually with VFS, as a matter of fact. And then, yeah, let's talk about appointments. So how you do it, you gather all these documents, you fill your application online, print it, sign it, add it to all the other documents, and you're going to show up for a visa appointment. And booking this visa appointment is not always available like all the time. I think they open appointments like twice in a month or once in a month. So it's something you need to keep checking so that you can get your appointment. So if you check today, for example, and you don't see appointments, it doesn't mean like you cannot apply. It just means keep checking. They're not open like all the time. I don't know why they do that. Very strange. So you have to just keep checking to know when the portal opens so you can get a date and time for your visa appointments. So check out VFS Global, vfsglobal.com. Everybody uses that website. It's just going to ask you which country you are, which country you're applying from, which country you're going, blah, blah, blah. And it just takes you to where you belong. Everyone globally, they use that website. All right. So that's basically how it works. So you apply for the visa, you get the visa. Visa processing is usually 45 days for this visa, 45 days, and the visa is out. Portugal takes time, with getting their visas granted. I don't know, they're just like, even when you arrive Portugal is also a country where the bureaucracy is so slow. Everything is just slow, in Portugal. So you just need to have patience. So when your visa is granted, they're also going to give you a date right there where you're going to have your work permits application or appointments. You're going to have another appointment in Portugal to apply for a work permit. So they're going to give you that date already from your visa when your visa is granted. That's how Portugal works. And if that date, if you get to that date and you don't have your job offer yet, not to worry. You can always book another appointment while still in Portugal. Okay, you just have to call SEF and all of that. Just through a phone call, you can get a new date. All right, but just try to get everything done within the 6 months. If 6 months, and you can't get a job, you may need to return back to your country. But I like Portugal because they are flexible. They're not so, Portugal is very flexible. So the chances of you returning back is so slim. Like, unless you don't know what to do, Portugal is very, very flexible, and I really like that about them. And something else you can even do, I heard someone say that you can actually go to the like Ministry of Employment, something like that, and let them know you're looking for a job, and they can even assist you with getting a job. Portugal is nice. I love it. I really like Portugal. They are like so welcoming to foreigners. and they're not so rigid, you know, with their laws and their rules. They bend, you know, sometimes. They are really, really cool with that. So I do recommend Portugal, as a matter of fact. And Portugal is an EU country. And when you go on this pathway, it's a pathway to citizenship as well. In 5 years, you can apply for citizenship if you meet the requirements. It's super cool. The cost of living is not so much compared to other European countries in the region. It has one of the lower cost of living. And because this is a job seeker visa, someone asked the question about how you're going to pay your bills and all of that and all of that. You need to go with sufficient money to take care of yourself. At least hold money for many months. Like, I would say hold money for like 6 months, you know, because you don't know when you're going to get a job. There's so much you don't know. So just have enough money so you're not desperate when you get there. And the cost of living, the minimum wage in Portugal is about 800. So you should know people live on 800 in Portugal. So I mean, it all depends. You may not need to live like a king from day one if you can't afford it. So you can get, you know, you can get accommodation that is not so expensive. One thing I love Portugal again, they have like different kinds of accommodation. You can even get like shared apartments, even hostel kind of setup. You know, you can get a place for like 300 euros, even less. You know, you can get like a shared apartment. You can get a place for like 200 euros. Like, there are places for students. Let's just say you can get a place for 200 euros, but don't expect it to be like Buckingham Palace. I mean, you can just manage. If you don't have enough, you know, you can just try and live under that minimum wage. So try to have that money for your upkeep, because you don't know when you get a job. It's not like you're landing and then in 1 month you're already receiving salary. So have sufficient funds. The cost of living in Portugal is not much. Food is so cheap. The most expensive thing is rent. Food is cheap. Everything is just cheap, cheap. They live a very chilled life, you know, so you can walk through that. Even health insurance, you can also buy private health insurance. Okay, you're going to be on your Schengen insurance. Yeah, so insurance is covered, you know. So it's a good country. Let me answer questions. So you get a job, apply for a work permit while still in Portugal, start working, and then you go alone first. If you have dependents, if you're married or you have children, you go first. And then when you get your work permit, you apply for family reunification. Your family then joins you at that point. Okay. So them joining you is just once you get a job and get your work permit, they'll join you. So let me answer questions real quick. How can you get a one-on-one consultation with me? Send me an email. My email is on the screen. Okay. If you know where the description box is, there's a link there. But send me an email if you find that easier. Does Portugal speak English? Nope. The official language in Portugal is Portuguese. But, you know, it depends on the city you're living. But if you're going on job seeker visa, I'll recommend you're in the capital city, obviously, where they have the most job opportunities. And then that is Lisbon. The next city after Lisbon is Porto. After Porto, you have cities like Braga that you can also try. You can try Braga. Then if you're into hospitality, you can also check the Algarve, you know, cities that are down the Algarve as well. You know, there's a lot of hospitality jobs there. And then very important, since you're going to seek a job, it will also make sense if you research on the potential of jobs in your industry in Portugal before you make the move. Okay. So check out what the prospects are so you know what to expect when you arrive. And you can even try applying for jobs ahead. That's something else you can do. Apply for jobs ahead. Just try, you know. So even if you may even get a job offer and they're like, oh, we thought you're in Portugal. If you're in Portugal and you just thought I'm coming, you know, let them know you're coming, you know, so they can keep the job for you. So just do your research, okay? Do your research before you take this step. All right. To where, please? Portugal. um yeah, so we're talking about language. I didn't even finish what I wanted to say. So Portuguese is the language, no doubt, but they speak English. You can make do with English. There are English speaking jobs, you know, but yeah, I mean, there are English speaking jobs in IT. If your role is in IT, no one cares what language you're speaking as long as you're delivering. And then we have hospitality jobs as well, because Portugal is a top vacation destination, right? So when it's like summer, there's so much job, like so much shortage, right? So they always need people in hospitality a great deal. And you know, anything tourism, hospitality, they need people there because You won't believe the number of people that travel to Portugal for holiday. So many. And then the younger population, they speak English a lot. They speak English in Lisbon. Lisbon is like a very multi, what's the word? Like people from so many countries are in Lisbon. So English is like widely spoken. So you won't have issues. But yes, knowing how to speak the language also helps you in the labor market, no doubt. So while you're in Portugal, try to learn the language also. All right. What about proof of funds? I think I've answered that already. How much is the Portugal visa process application? Your embassy is going to give you that information on visa fees and things like that. Okay, you're going to get that information from them. Remember, you need to even reach out to them before you start your application so you can get the documents that are specific for your country. All right. What is the chances of getting a job on a scale of 10? Everyone is different, okay? If you are a cybersecurity, what they call them, cybersecurity, is it officer or engineer, you know, like your hot cake, everyone, you're getting a job like day one. So it's different for everyone. So I can't really say. That is why I said do your research to know the prospects of your jobs in your industry and your role. All right. And your level of experience, education. Just do your research to find that out for yourself. If I say five, it doesn't five doesn't apply to everyone. Some people is 10 over 10, some is two, whatever. Anyway, please, I'm in Dubai. Can I want and I want to go to Canada? Great, we can do that. I'm in India. Can I apply? Yes, you can apply. Check with the Portuguese embassy in India. I'm in America. Yes, America. You don't even need a visa. So, how many months can Americans stay in Portugal? I can't remember. Oh, the whole Schengen thing. So I think it's like 3 months, whatever. Sorry, well, you can apply as well. You can apply. Um, Let me see more questions. You need my help on preparing the paperwork. Yeah, send me an email. Send me an email. I'm currently doing one at hand, but it depends if one have enough funds. Okay. All the best. I wish you all the best with that. Carpentry is what I specialize, and I want more details about this field. Okay. Okay. I think I've answered all the questions. Yay. I've answered everything. That's great. That's cool. So let's see. I think I should just drop this link in the description box. Yes, yes, yes. Let me drop this in the description so that you can just go check it out and see more information. But please try and reach out to them to get the information that is specific to your country. All right. Okay, so I guess that's it for today. We're going to meet again tomorrow. Please subscribe to the channel so you know when I'm on here. Like the video to support the channel. Thank you so much for all you did to support the channel already. I appreciate it. And I do wish you all the best in your applications. If you have more questions, drop it in the comment section and I'll be more than happy to answer. And if you're watching this after the live stream, you're not left out. You can still drop your comments, ask your questions in the comment section and I'm gonna answer. Okay, so let's see tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Bye.